What's up, Aquarius? Let's do a reading for you, see what you are manifesting at this time. I do have for you on the binaural beats playing in your ear at a hertz of 33, which is like God consciousness. It's also the age of Jesus when he died, and so there's, well, I wouldn't say died, I would say more was resurrected, transformed. And I think that's the focus here, is that energy and that age, you know. And that age added together is also a 6, so also the number for the year for harmony, you know. And funny, I say harmony right when I say it, I see it, so pretty crazy. But anyway, let's see what that says about that. It says, Master Jesus, absolutely, and his angels are with you. This is a sacred time for growth and healing. So a lot of things going on, a lot of energies taking place right now, kind of shaping your life to what it's going to be. Maybe you're getting glimpses into the future, which is a-okay. Before I was on my journey, I probably would have called you crazy, but not anymore. I think everything is possible. But let's see what your totem is and your animal spirit or such at this time. See what we're dealing with here. We have, man, this hyena likes to come out here, Aquarius. This came out for somebody else. I'm not exactly sure who it was, but I believe it was Gemini, or it might have been Cancer. I'm not sure, but you might be dealing with a Gemini or a Cancer here. But let's see what hyena is all about here. This is what it looks like right there. So it's like this this moon cycle being emphasized. There's not a whole lot of color in the card, but which is very telling. But the hyena is known for its laugh, laughing. You might be even making people laugh, Aquarius. But I'm getting this energy of this this lurking bad vibe energy from people that are around you. Maybe even just downplaying your excellence, your exuberance, your manifestations, you know, things that you're trying to use through the law of attraction. They're laughing at your ideas, they're laughing at your growth, but just know that this is energy that's like a test. I'm getting that right there too, like test energy, testing your patience, testing your commitment and your will towards what it is that you're manifesting. Let's see what the hyena is all about here in the book. We have, let's see here, hyena. Let's see if we can get to it real fast here. These aren't in alphabetical order, so it's kind of a challenge. Let's see what we got here. Should be right here somewhere. Hyena, it says humor, wit, and sarcasm. So just kind of exactly what I thought too, but it says the hyena's personality is a jokester and a crowd pleaser, but below the surface there are unfulfilled dreams to be realized. When the hyena card appears, it's time to reflect on your reliance on sarcasm and humor to express your truth. Are you using jokes to hide old resentments in relationships or to mask things that you feel uncomfortable discussing? What would happen if you took your goals seriously? When in balance, charming, witty, fun to be around. When out of balance, scrappy, petty, and suspicious. To bring into balance, sobriety. So yes, sobriety might be the underlying issue here for you, Aquarius. Kind of looking at things. I'm getting also glass half empty or glass half full. If it were me, and it is me right here, but I would say that the glass would be overflowing. So it's are you in a situation too that you might be maybe in a relationship, but you kind of joke around with when there's people around with your significant other, maybe ideas that you are frustrated with, but you make people laugh by expressing it in a way, and maybe it goes too far in a lot of ways too, but then you end up fighting after the the laughter is settled and people are gone, you may end up fighting with your significant other because of the things that you pointed out, or the things that were triggering inside of yourself that you felt that were you know, laughed at, or the center of attention. But let's dig deeper into this and see what it is that you're manifesting around that energy there, and we'll go deeper into the energy in just a second as well. But let's see what that is that you are manifesting at this time. Okay, we have, by default, I could have attracted unwanted relationships. So that's what the card looks like, and I'm getting also as above, so below. But this balancing energy too, in your effort to balance energy between white and dark here, light and dark, but masculine and feminine energies here. But let's see what the number on the card is. 17 might be significant to you, but 1 and 7 added together is also 8. It could be a life path, soul path number there, but yeah, and it looks like digging up the past. Both energies here, digging up the past. And this unwanted relationship might be the cause for you to kind of be surface level, you know, instead of a deep level relationship. But it says many of the relationships or experiences you have attracted, you would not have deliberately attracted if you have been doing it on purpose. But much of your attraction is not done by deliberate intent, but rather by default. It is important to understand that you get what you get what you think about, whether you want it or not. And chronic thoughts about unwanted things invite or ask for matching experiences. The law of attraction makes it so. So you're being kind of sarcastic and having this nonchalant kind of way of approaching relationships, even maybe the relationship that you're in, and you've attracted these unwanted relationships, or the dynamics thereof. So it's kind of like, and also 17, it would be the number related to, what is that? Oh, what is that? What is that? Spirit, help me out here. Said to look right here. So 17 would be related to, what is it here? I'm sorry about that, but let's take a look at what this is. So this is going to be part of the reading. Let's see what that is all about here. 17, I should know that already. What is that? I have to know here. Sorry. Anyways, these altercations that you're having, and you're kind of being nonchalant and letting things kind of be, is kind of at your own demise here, and has become kind of a structure in your environment that's not pleasing you, but it's also you're not happy, Aquarius. And it's like you can choose to heal this, but being surface level about it is definitely not healing. To heal, you got to go deep. And I think that this 17, where am I having a hard time finding it? But we will find it. But you're not going deep, and a lot of that depth is within yourself, because we are mirrors of what it is that we've attracted, right? And what it is that we're dealing with. So it's Spirit's asking you to go a little bit deeper, not a little bit, a lot deeper into yourself, so that you can attract what you deserve, really. Your sign is of the star, which is of healing, so wouldn't be surprised. So the tower is 16, but 17 is funny. This star, God, I should have known. But yeah, so the healing energy between masculine and feminine energies, and we all carry both energies. So it's like if you want to attract a balanced individual into your life, it's like you got to go into there and heal that balanced energy between masculine and feminine, and dark against light. You know, become in the middle, like a medium. Just become to a place of equilibrium. So Aquarius, we're going to go into more of the energy surrounding this. It's funny that was the star, but let's see here. We're going to give this a few shuffles until it feels right, and then we'll go into more of the energy surrounding this. Let's see here. Yeah, perfect. All right, Spirit, let's get some energy surrounding this manifestation for Aquarius. That one wanted to come out, so we're going to let it out. And then we're going to go see, I got to catch things when they come out there. And there's another one, but I shoved it back in on accident. But here we go. Let's get some of that energy. If it's supposed to come out, it will. Those ones are too many, but we got indecision right here, face up. We're going to go for one more, Spirit. Let's get one more. That's the one. All right. Let me put this somewhere here. Put this out of the way here. But we have this indecision card here. This indecision is based out of your root chakra, your energy for your inner child, but also like your upbringing. Could be about your financial situation as well, but this is heavy on your mind, this indecision, because of the purple, the crown chakra. We have right here kind of these roots taking place, and then the tree, kind of the trunk of the tree, how the rings come around. So this has been bothering you for what, 1, 2, 3, 4 years, 4 or 5 years. It says, I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. So it's like you may have had these intuitive hits about what's going on within your relationship, and you've kind of been ignoring them. And it's kind of like you've known all along, and it's kind of like kind of beating yourself up for not using your intuition and being surface level, and kind of just being the I guess the laughing stock of your party here, you know, just bringing attention to it when people are around, but then really facing the music when they're gone. But we have also the imagination. It says, I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. And this is also connecting your heart to your mind. This is a lot of heart chakra here, but it's in fragments, you can see there. And then we also have like this color of purity, which is white, and then a lot of other blue, shades of blue, and it looks like lighter shades of blue, which would connect you into your throat chakra. But then you also have purple being centered here, and then in there blue again, like this third eye, this pupil of the eye here, and all these fragments coming off of that. Green fragments of your heart again. So it's like your heart's been fragmented. You have a distorted illusion on what it is that you're indecisive about, and all this distortion coming from your place of not being happy. And the happy part is this card is really green, but there's dolphins there, and it's like actual communication, not bringing things up to publicly humiliate yourself or humiliate your partner, but to actually go deep. So would I say that you need to get out of this relationship? I wouldn't say much so. I think that this is something that needs serious conversation, and also like a more in-depth look at oneself and each other, to kind of see the dynamics that are going on here, so that things aren't so distorted. I think this is something that could be saved. I get that feeling in my heart, but I also think that if it's gone beyond repair, place of repair, then yeah, this is something that could be dismantling at this time too for you. But I like to stay positive, and I like to look for the best in all things. So let's see what the tarot has to say about it. I'm going to use this angel deck, but I think it's very necessary, especially if you're in the place that you want to see things work out. Maybe there was a time when you were together and things were really fun, things were really things just happened naturally, and maybe you guys really had a good time making people laugh together, like this tandem team effort in making people laugh, being the life of the party. And so maybe like I said, 4 or 5 years ago, things started to go south, and maybe you didn't find yourself in a place of being natural, and maybe you decided to bring things into the mix that weren't of your best interest here. So, and it says right here, the 7 of Pentacles. This is something you planted seeds for. So 7 being very significant. Maybe you've been together 7 years, the 7-year itch coming into play again. 7 or 8 years, you know, being the 17 on the star here, maybe even 17 years. So whatever it may be, but the loving God is Nehemiah, the 7 of Pentacles. This is what it looks like here. I can give it a little more in depth once I see, but it looks like she's holding a lantern and it's lit up. So it gives me a lot of this hermit kind of energy. But it's like, yeah, you've been dormant on the actual feelings of love because you've been so surface level with it. And it says discernment, general prosperity, the deliverance of prisoners. So yeah, so it's these prisoners are your actual feelings, and it looks like they come out when they shouldn't, and it should be more in a private place where a lantern is necessary. You know, going into this cave and releasing this energy. But releasing this energy, by releasing this energy, it gives you hope. The number on the card is 57. That might be significant to you, but 5 and 7 together is 12. 12 together, when we go to the third level, it really means something as well. But we have the 3. So 3 being body, mind, and spirit. Also, it's the Trinity, the Godhead, and it's also celebrations and things of that nature. So 3 is the Godhead, and it would be the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. You're definitely being guided at this time. Remember in the numbers 33. That's funny, but you are in connection with Jesus and also ancestors and angels that are helping you at this time. But it says the Ace of Swords. This is truth, coming to truth, and if I remember right, it came out sideways on the table. So this is something that's you're in question of, but it's the truth. And it looks like right here, it's about ready to unsheath the sword here, and it's or putting it away. And it looks like too, it says the Ace of Swords, God above all names elevated. So you're putting God first and everything else will fall into alignment. And it says affinity and friendship, obtain the friendship of anyone. So with you standing in your truth, which it looks like you're sideways about it, but if with you standing in your truth, you're going to be able to attract what is for you. And as I looked down, I seen on another deck of cards, I seen the Magician's Sword, confidence in your magic, the unsheathed sword right there. So really powerful that I'm able to connect that into this reading. But 61 is the number on the card, which also adds together as a 7. So 77 might mean something to you. And it's very powerful card, because I see this angel too also with this red cloak around, especially the private part, right? So it's like maybe and that's a connection to your root chakra as well, but it's maybe you're not having sex lately, you know, and this relationship feels like it's dying out. Maybe you're separated, or maybe facing divorce or something of that nature, Aquarius. And it looks like with the proper approach and the proper healing, that you could you know, embrace the card that's of your zodiac, which is the star, and which is healing, and especially with the feminine and masculine energies. So it's a very, very healing card there. But let's get some more into this. Spirit, we're so grateful for the reading that is coming out and being displayed at this time. We ask that thou would bless Aquarius with a storyline of some advice, but also of truth. And Spirit, there's one that we got, the 4 of Swords, and it says, and it's the number of 41 here, the 4 of Swords. This is like the taking a rest. But it says on this card in particular, it says the God of Trinity. I just said that, right? The 3 Godheads. But we can see a lion that's emphasized right here on the card, and in red again. So a lot of the things emphasized on this deck is going to be in red. So this lion is courage, taking courage. And it says right here on the card, mission, protects against slander and impious people. So you have a protection around you that's having you embrace the courage to do this. You might have the in-laws or those that are on the other side, or even on your side, that kind of don't agree with these things. And I'm getting that because the number 41 on the card is added together to 5. So it's like conflict, and it's overcoming this conflict and taking it on as if it were your mission. And you'll have protection through, against slander. You might even hear slander, but the karma of slander is not very good, and you'll see that more instantaneously as you embrace this mission, embrace your mission that is of God right here. There's something that you and your mate have to do together, and it's very important, and it's to be elevated. is to raise the vibration of the world and to raise your frequency. This is a very dynamic couple, dynamic relationship for you. It's fixing it. It's fixing what it has gone wrong for you. And I don't normally say this, but I just feel that in your energy, but I feel that in my heart that this is something very important to you. And we have again another seven of cups right here. And this is like in the normal tarot, we just have these illusions and confusions and many choices. So it's either you or your partner is going through this right now. This is God the just judge. And 7 and 4 on the card, it's 47 if you look on there. 47 added together is 11. So this, like I said, I feel that energy of creation, of creativity, of being creative about it, sparking the energy. I just had a movie that just popped into my mind, and it's that fireman movie, Fireproof. So it's about a guy who saves his marriage, but he learns how to be creative, and he takes the advice of his father and takes each day one at a time and changes his marriage and changes his perspective. So it says contemplation on the card. It says makes the truth known in legal proceedings. So you might even be in the steps of going through divorce. You may have even divorced, but there's a sense that I'm getting to of a responsibility. And if you see on this 7 of Pentacles, see, the seeds that were planted is what I'm getting, is that there's children in the mix here. But I think that you, by doing the right things and spicing things up, have a huge impact not only on the children but on your spouse or ex here. But I think that since the separation, you guys had not stopped thinking about one another or caring for one another, and you might even feel like they have done small things to let you know that. Right here we have the 6 of Cups, which again is like a card of reconciliation. I told you I can feel that energy for you, Aquarius, and it says right here 4 and 5. 45 is the number on the card. If that has any significance to you, you might be 45. But 4 and 5 added together is 9, which is the end of cycles, right? It's like a completion. And what comes after 9 is 10, which is like a new beginning. 10 is together is 1, so as you start over again, right? It says God who stirs all men. So it's like you're being stirred. The separation was definitely necessary so that the two of you could be in your own space and really value what it is that you have between each other, and really look at those positive energies that you had before, when you could naturally be crowd pleasers, and work together that way. But it says motivation lifts up those who are fallen and humiliated. You may even have become humiliated, but you have the angels lifting you up at this time to bring you into balance, but also bring you into a place of feeling natural again, feeling yourself again, but also feeling that love. And it's like music to your ears to hear this, right? And maybe you're saying to yourself, no exes, none. But you're being called to reconsider and to hear these notes. Maybe you're being, I hear notes because she's playing a trumpet or trumping the horn here. But to look into the situation a little deeper than you have. I can see this person, being just in daydreaming kind of mode, but also in a state of depression. It looks like here this emphasis on the time. Time is running out, and it's like consider the possibilities of things working out and being how better. I'm saying better than what it used to be. Just let yourself be free of that energy here. But I'm also seeing here the 7 of Wands. Unbelievable amount of 7s here. We've got 3 7s right here, but then we have the Ace of Swords, which is that truth adding together as to a 7 in the number 61. But we also have right here 9 and 2, 29 on the card. 2 and 9 is also 11. So you got the second 11, 11 right there. And it says the expected God, what's being expected of you, and it's Rael, and it's a liberation, that freedom, right? Deliverance from enemies, both visible and invisible. So you definitely were fighting forces that were on the spiritual realm. And it's been a challenge for you to understand that. And in that nature, it's like looking at the situation as if, or as though, that it's a spiritual war, because that's definitely the truth. We've been fighting a spiritual war, and it's been going on for a while here. And for some reason, I'm hearing the number 2012. So that's a long time, you know. And I think that there's a lot of developments that kind of made a person seem like they were that they were a really bad person. But I think that the energies is what you were fighting against. We have right here the 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. This is falling underneath the 7 of Pentacles. You had a lot of invested time into this person, and money and things of that nature, and you have kids, but this is like a wish fulfillment to you if you are in this energy. And then also we have the Devil, which is under the Ace of Swords. Yeah, and that Ace of Swords, remember, it came out sideways. So the Devil is really working against you at this time. And it looks like his hand is holding the strings here. Looks like you could run away from that tie to the devil or the demonic energies. I'm being guided to look at the clock, and it's 25:08 when I did. So 25:08 there, and yeah, this star is on the forehead of the devil. So it's like this healing is going to loosen you from this obsessions or addictions. Maybe the addictions is what kind of kept you guys from actually having that direct connection there. So also we have the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords came after that, to clarification of the Ace of Swords. And this Ace of Swords is over the 4 of Swords. And it's your mission, that mission energy. But the Ace of Swords, this is the truth. There's so much truth to this, and it's like you need to really focus on this and really give it the effort. And you're saying to me, Travis, I've been giving it the effort and been you're really trying. Well, it's not about trying for the other person, it's about trying for yourself. Give yourself, and it's like I just look down and I see this other card in another deck, but denial. You know, don't be in denial about the work that needs to be done with yourself here, Aquarius. And this is really, I gear my readings towards self improvement, self manifestation, so that way you're ready, and it becomes more natural when you approach the situation. So take these next, I just heard 6 weeks to really focus on yourself. 6 weeks from now might be a significant time to you anyways, anniversary, or maybe it was a child's birth or something significant here, or even the spouse's birthday maybe. But anyways, let's continue onward here. If we can get a 7 of Cups clarification right here, what it is that you're contemplating here on this. Wow, so we have only one that stood up in the right there, and it was the Knight of Pentacles. 6 weeks is a very short amount of time. Knight of Pentacles is this slow and steady wins the race, and I think that's what that's signifying here on this mission. Makes truth known in legal proceedings. Maybe this is something that's going to be quick, and it's coming quick because of the fact that that things are going to be. Truth will be known in legal proceedings. Maybe there's a 6 weeks is when a court date is coming up, and it's also under that number 11 here. So yeah, definitely significant. So things taking place in the courtroom. Maybe it's divorce, or maybe it's child support, or child something about children too, but slow and steady wins the race, and it's in reverse. So it's like and we also have KN, which is, of course, it means night, but KN might be a significant initial for you as well. I was just drawn to see that as well, but it's something moving fast. And so it's like yeah, take these 6 weeks to really work on yourself, do the proper work necessary. I just heard court order, so maybe there's things or classes that you need to take, something of that nature. But in doing so, you're going to have a lot of self-reflection and self-healing. 6 of Cups is that motivation right here. Let's get a clarification on that right here. Let's see what we got here in the music, here in the call. And you know, you might feel humiliated, but this is where you're going to be lifted up right here, Aquarius. This could be a reversed energy as well. So, but you remember, this is wish fulfillment as well too. So we got the 6 of Cups and the 9 of Cups. You might be dealing with a Cancer, or You might have Cancer heavily in your charts. We have the Queen of Pentacles. This is somebody that's very, very, I'd say loving. I see the grapes up there, very romantic. And I can see also a rabbit here of luck here. So somebody feeling in their heart there's some value that there's with you, or you feeling that about them, some value to the relationship. And it says God who stirs all men. So your ability to connect into your heart is connecting to this person. A rare occasion of having the ability to have telepathic communication. I'm getting that from this card. I don't normally, but yeah. That's like a gift. She's holding right here, that hand holding the pentacle, right? We see that in the Ace of Pentacles. So it's like this new and rare opportunity to heal and to fix things and to have more growth and expansion at this time. Sorry, I got a little bit of a raspy voice developing here. But we also have the Seven of Wands showing itself right here in the last card and the outcome. And final advice here. We have one card flying out of the deck right there. Let's see what's going on with that. But yeah, so we have the liberation, deliverance from enemies, both visible and invisible. And what we have is the Knight of Cups coming up here. So this is like more romantic. So this is the energy that I was talking to you about, of like giving this thing a whole different approach. And when you go through the actual healing, it comes natural. It's not something you have to really like pound yourself into working at, but you do have to work at. It's just that it'll come natural when you come to approach the situation or your spouse. So I feel like I'm talking to a male Aquarius dealing with a situation where the divorce feels imminent. But I think that with your imagination and your creativity and the use of your being decisive rather than indecisive, connecting into your root chakra, your inner child, you're going to be able to find happiness through this situation. There's happiness there. The happiness is through communication, and I see this right here with the dolphins. Dolphins have a rare form of communication, right? They communicate through sounds, but they also communicate telepathically. I just heard a raptor, something about a raptor. Maybe you drive a raptor or something, but this raptors, they would communicate with one another as they would surround their prey. So it's kind of like zeroing in on a opportunity here that is, and on the bottom of the deck, it's the moon, right? So the moon is on the bottom of the deck, so things of the unknown. It's like a psychic ability. You can feel this other person. You can feel their energy. You can feel kind of the sorrows, and you might even feel sad out of the blue, not aside from your own sadness probably, but it's like trying to pull yourself out of this sad energy. And the best way to do that is to laugh. That's how you can make time stand still, and that's the connection in the early stages of your connection. That was what made your relationship thrive, is this ability to laugh and laugh at yourselves and laugh at the moments that were once embarrassing but now can be laughed at. And I feel that energy right now. It's kind of like this inspiration to make things effortless, you know, is to laugh. You make time stand still. Also, I see on the bottom of the deck too, as I dropped the cards and picked them back up again, but this Eight of Pentacles, you're working hard towards this, and it's working on yourself, but mastering yourself, mastering your emotions, mastering your approach, and mastering the way you view this hyena energy. Remember that hyena energy, seeing things not so much sarcastically, but more realistically. And sarcasm is okay, and I'm urging you to be humorous, but I think there's a deeper level of humor that can be approached here, and more appropriately to address your relationship issues at this time. But this is a lovely reading, and I'm going to see the time here. We're at 3309. Once again, 33 being the frequency we're at. But we're going to also, 33 is also the harmony. You're seeking harmony. And so here we go. Let's get a nail in the coffin on the reading and see what we have here as far as the stone or crystal that you could use at this time to help you and to give you the luck that you need. We just had one fly right out right now, and it looks just like this. And it's called lazulite. cosmic serenity and peace, right? That's what we want here. It says the cosmic forces are at play with lazulite, bringing serenity, peace, and tranquility to anyone who crosses paths with this stone. Lazulite comes from the Arabic word lazaward, meaning sky or heaven, and referring to the sky blue color of the stone surface. It stimulates the third eye, drawing out psychic and intuitive abilities and dispelling worry, anxiety, and stress to promote a clear state of mind. Use lazulite when you need extra strength to heal addictive habits and to give yourself that inner peace against personal demons. It's in the energies of Gemini and Sagittarius. You could be dealing with a Gemini or Sagittarius, and the governing planet is Jupiter. Jupiter is the expansion planet, right? So very, very interesting reading there. I wish you the best of luck, and I wish that you can heal this relationship by healing yourself first and embracing the card that you are of the star. So very beautiful. I hope that this works out, and you're able to find peace and tranquility in this dynamic here. And just know that everything is for our lessons, so that we can look at these lessons and then we can progress and learn and grow as human beings. So but I get this feeling you're on there's a bigger mission. Maybe I should just pull a card and see what that mission is. We're going to extend this reading a little bit further and see what your mission is as a couple or even as an individual here. It depends on what comes out here, right? Let's see what we got for a mission here for our Aquarius, the star, the healer. The healer. You can't heal anyone until you've healed yourself, right? That's too many, Spirit. Let's get just one or two here if we can. We got three. So a lot of it is about perspective, right? Perspective right here. And it says right here, none of this matters. Zoom out. Common ground. That's how you can find common ground with someone, as you zoom out on the situation, right? And so that's part of your mission, is to be able to do that. And by doing that, you're going to be able to teach others to do that. And it says the courageous peony. And on this card, I can see flowers, of course, romance. I can see this focus being on the head and on the thoughts. But I can see all these stars around here, and it says multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. So, and maybe you've been hiding away, and because of embarrassment or because of slander or because of that negative energetic attack that you've been facing. But it says breath of the cosmos. It says my will to thy will, putting God first. Again, it says micromanaging the universe. Yeah, you directing and calling the shots. You being free and liberated. But it's also, I get the sense that in your sleep, this lucid dreaming, this astral traveling, and that's probably what I feel like you guys are doing together, is astral traveling. Maybe one of you or both of you have a lot to do with the metaphysical realm here, and being able to astral travel. And you're seeing in this ability that you're working really well together in the 5D, but when it comes to the 3D, it's a little bit of a struggle. I'm not gonna shy away from saying that, but I think that this is something that can definitely be healed, and your mission is very important, and it's to help those around you and those that are in your energetic field to be able to heal as well. You're going to be an example to a lot of people by doing this, by following through with this. We got the time on here, 37:22. I'm going to end it there. I would appreciate that you would like the video if this resonated, or if it didn't and you liked it anyway, like it anyway. Share it with your friends, and also subscribe, and look forward to the next message there for you. 37:37 on the clock. Thanks. Namaste. Love and light.